Well, look, the sentencing guidelines that we uncovered yesterday are a complete disgrace. They show that if you're a woman, if you're neurodiverse, if you're trans, if you're an ethnic minority, if you're from a minority faith group, presumably anyone who isn't Christian, then you are going to get a different treatment under the law. You are less likely to get a custodial sentence. Frankly, this is blatant bias against Christians and straight white men. And many people will be rightly furious at this. Your viewers and listeners were sneered at when they said that there was two-tier justice in this country. Angela Rayner, the Deputy Prime Minister, said that we were conspiracy theorists for saying so. Well, here it is, in black and white, the law of the land, the Sentencing Council issuing guidance to every magistrate in this country, telling them to treat people differently on the colour of their skin or the faith that they abide by. It's wrong and it needs to be stopped.
It seems incredible that it's even legal, doesn't it? I mean, Shabana Mahmood yesterday put out a statement saying that the Sentencing Council is entirely independent, but it strikes me as rather inefficient of her, to say the least, that she doesn't know what they're about to do or what they want to do.
Well, quite. These sentencing guidelines were signed off in a meeting with all the bigwigs from the legal system, including her own representative, one of the most senior civil servants at the Ministry of Justice. So either she knew about this and it is her policy, but now she's having to change tack because people are so furious with it, or she was totally asleep at the wheel, had no idea what was going on in her own department. Either way, it's a terrible reflection. Look, I think there is creeping two-tier justice in this country. It's two-tier justice under two-tier care, just as you and many others have argued for a long time. We have to stop this now. The Sentencing Council have to scrap these guidelines. If they won't, we should be changing the law and ending their independence so that we don't have this situation going on forever.
And if you hadn't uncovered this, Robert, and I don't know how you did uncover it, but if you hadn't uncovered it, do you think they would have just tried to sneak it in under the radar?
Yeah, well, I was emailed by a magistrate who, like many others across the country, received an email from the Ministry of Justice, Shabana Mahmood's own department, telling them that this was now the rules that they should be abiding by from the end of the month. So how she didn't know about this, God only knows, but that was the case. We got it into Parliament. Now we've got it, thanks to you and many others, into the living rooms and in the newspapers across the country. We've got to stop this. I don't want to live in a country where you are treated differently depending on whether you're a straight white man or a Hindu woman. This is totally wrong and it has to end.
Yes. And